This is what 1 year of progression can look like. Today I'm going to be sharing some riding goals that I worked towards in 2025, the steps I took to achieve them and how setting goals can help you progress your riding too. I'm sharing this because, like most of you, I am an everyday rider. I'm not a professional, just someone that absolutely loves riding bikes, so hopefully sharing this will help some of you as well. Between 2023 and 2024, I was stuck in a real rut with my riding. I was actually recovering from quite a bad injury, and as a result of this, my confidence had just gone through the floor. It wasn't that I wasn't enjoying riding, I just did not feel like I could join in. James and our friend group are all really talented riders, but that is both a blessing and a curse. The blessing: there is always someone for a tow-in and advice. The curse? Honestly, I'm just not good enough to do a lap with them. They've always included me, but the reality is, the tracks they want to ride, I just had no business going down. Then at the end of last season, James and I were driving back from Morzine and he said, let's write down a list of goals for you for 2025. Little did I know that this was actually the first step in things moving forward. Today, I'm going to share with you those goals and if I achieved any of them. So here's the list. And I do have videos for the first hits on most of these goals, so I will share those with you. First up, we have Air Voltage 3. This one I actually wrote as a bit of a joke. It's legitimately huge. It's the third drop on the Air Voltage line in Chatel. I watched James hit it at the end of last year and I just looked at it and was like, do you know what, one day I'd love to be able to do that. When I came to do it this year, I actually only looked at it from the top because I knew I'd psych myself out. I just milled around at the top for a little while until I knew I was ready to go for it.
Let's go! Oh yeah!
Yeah! That's like the best thing I've ever done on a bike. That was f***ing myth.
You know that little brake check we talked about?
I didn't do that.
Next we have the Zougouloukata Boner Log. Zougouloukata is a black trail in the bottom of Chatel Bike Park. The landing is quite blind, it's quite narrow compared to a lot of things that I have done before, and it is just visually quite an intimidating feature, so I didn't think I would actually be able to do it, but we came down to it to have a look at it this year, and I gave James all of the excuses under the sun as to why I couldn't do it. I said it was too wet, he told me it was hero dirt, I then told him the landing was too soft, to which he replied, I've just done it, it's absolutely fine. So I'd ran out of excuses at that point.
Let's go! Oh yeah!
Yeah.
Let's go!
That felt fine.
Moving on to Whistler, there were so many goals for this trip, but a lot of them were just focused on enjoy this trail and do a lap of this. One of these goals was to enjoy a lap of Dirt Merchant. Last year I did go down Dirt Merchant, but truth be told, I rolled 90% of the track. I did a couple of features and really I was going down and hanging out and getting clips of friends. But this year I could finally lap down it with everyone and it just felt like the dream to me. Like, did I straight air everything? Yes. Did I case some stuff? Yes. Did I care? No, absolutely not. From last year, this was just huge progress and I did not want to get off the track. I understood the hype for sure and I just can't wait to go back and lap it again with everyone. It's so much fun. Next up we have the Moon Booter, and it took me so long to commit to this jump, like a long time most of the trip. The run-in is so long and you are staring at it for a long time and you're going quite quick. The long run-in actually turned out to be the problem, and the final piece to the puzzle for me was when I followed James in and he was telling me exactly where to look.
Yeah, like going up will scrub off a bunch of the speed that you've got.
Right, I'm going.
Yeah. Oh, are you going without me? Oh yeah, let's go. Looking round, yeah. Now look down at the roller. Look at the roller, pump, and pull, 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 pull. Yeah! Yeah! And how do you feel about, going a bike length further tomorrow?
Yeah, perfect.
You've got some nice B-roll there.
Thank you. Oh,
Never been so stoked to see you case the living out of a jump.
Once I'd hit it, it did leave me wondering why I had waited so long because it was so much fun. Next, the freight train container. Now, this is one of the famous Whistler features. The run-in, it is a bit of a weird one. You don't have a setup jump or anything like that. You really are just raw dogging it down the fire road towards the shipping container. Everyone says it's really chill, but honestly, when you're coming down towards it or you're looking at it from the side, it really does not look chill.
Let's go!
The next one is something that I never thought I would actually do. It felt so disgustingly out of reach that I was just like, yeah, well, that will never happen. But I wrote it down anyway because as much as I felt like that, it didn't take away from the fact that I did really want to do it. I thought I'd love to do that one day. And that was the Dirt Merchant Pro Line Step Up. It's way bigger than any jump that I've done before. And the setup jump, that isn't exactly small either. The setup feature before is a drop, and I had been hitting this every day to the point where it did actually start to feel like a setup feature. It was just something I was hitting every run. That paired with all the other jumps that we were riding, like the Moon Booter, the rest of Dirt Merchant, eventually I just started to think, well, maybe I could do it. I asked James for his thoughts and he was like, you are ready to give it a go. Now, I knew it probably wasn't going to be a clean attempt, but if you have been and stood by this jump in real life, you'll realise that most people's first goes aren't a clean one, but 95% is a good enough first hit to ride it out for your first go. Here was my ultimate summer goal.
Let's go! Yeah!
That was
Yeah.
oh.
Do you need a minute?
I didn't think I'd be able to do that this year. But I know I cased it, I don't give a
You did it though. And you rode it out, so you know that counts.
The adrenaline and stoke levels were pretty peak. I have never hit a jump that big that I've cried. Yeah, granted, I cased the living crap out of it, but 2024 Fran would have been so pleased about this, and it just means that I'll have to go back and tidy it up. The thing I am most pleased about this year though is the mental shift. I've not just magically overcome fear, I'm still a very cautious rider, but what I do have now is a better understanding of how to work through these obstacles that have previously held me back. The right amount of fear does keep you safe, but there are things that you can do to reduce the amount of fear so it doesn't hold you back. Watch our other videos on this. Having something written down this year has helped me in so many ways, and it is something that I am going to continue to do this year. I will share a couple of them with you. So here are some of the goals for this year. You can see the nice categories again. We have the general category, whips 50% better than last year. I do want to learn the proper technique though, not just like a weird little kick out. So we do have some work to do on that one. Tables, they would be nice. Basically, I just want to move out of my straight jump era. Next category, UK. Full moto to the step up. Terrifying for me, but we have made a start on this. I did the first couple of jumps this year.
yes!
Enter the Dragon to the woods. I'm hoping this one isn't too ambitious. I have made a start on this already, and in the worst conditions that I possibly could have chose to ride it in. So I'm hoping once it dries out, I should be able to get this one done. Fingers crossed.
Well, it was a bit bouncy, but first one's the hardest.
Europe in summer hit the sweet spot on air voltage. I went very deep last year after ignoring James's instructions on speed.
You know that little brake check we talked about?
I didn't do that.
The Fluid Step Up and the Vink Road Gap. Now, these two tracks were actually closed in summer when we went there. These trails were under maintenance, so fingers crossed I get to try these this summer. Then we have the stuff I should have done but I haven't done yet because I'm a melt sometimes. Self-explanatory. A-line rock drop. Now, rocks scare me, so I have no other reason for this. Apparently it's chill, as with most things, but it's made of rocks, so I don't understand that. That one might be quite challenging. It's not overly big, but it is made of rocks, so, you know, we all have our thing. Then we have the stupid wood to rock thing on Duffman. It's another thing that's made of rocks. I don't like the change of texture, it's just too much for my brain. Just why at this point? I'm going to have inserted a video, but I need to. I need to get this done. My brain just does not like that at all. But I've ridden along the wood and I've ridden down the rock. I've just not turned from the wood to the rock, you know? And then we have the wildly optimistic category, which I'm not actually going to share with you. So you'll have to tune in next year to see if I actually did them. But if you do guess them in the comments, I will let you know if you're right. I do hope you have enjoyed this slightly different video. And if you do have any goals that you're trying to achieve for 2026, let us know in the comments because we would love to hear them.